Good day, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Today we have an article from cineblend.com titled, Should Star Wars Let Finn Become a Jedi? If you like this kind of content, consider subscribing to the channel. It helps it out a lot. But let's get into this. Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker has given us fans plenty to think about in regards to Rey, Kylo Ren, and the role that Emperor Palpatine will play, but there's been very little footage of what the supporting cast is up to. There's certainly some mystery behind the sequel trilogy's other characters will be up to, especially Rey's pal and reformed stormtrooper Finn. Doesn't seem a bit strange? Finn had his own thing going in Star Wars The Last Jedi, but let's not forget that there was some serious reveals that happened to him in Star Wars The Force Awakens. Finn wielded a lightsaber, and that whole bit was put on pause when he and Rey were split up in the next film. Now, with Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker around the corner, we need to ask, will and should Finn become a Jedi? Let's talk it out. Wait, why would Finn become a Jedi? To go back to the previous point, Finn was able to successfully wield a lightsaber in Star Wars The Force Awakens. Though the actual usage of a lightsaber was not indicative of the potential to become a Jedi. Contrary to what was once known in the Star Wars universe, it's completely possible for a non-Force wielder to handle a lightsaber. It wasn't the mere fact that Finn was able to pick up a lightsaber though, it was who he was able to take it up against. With no prior training, Finn was able to hold off the ruthless Kylo Ren, who was trained by Luke friggin' Skywalker. Ren would have been injured, but he was fresh off killing his dad. Are we really going to sit here and act like he wouldn't have killed Finn if he had a chance? Finn certainly took his lumps in the battle though, but one has to wonder how things would have turned out if he had some instruction. Now, with Rey being trained in combination with the Jedi techs, we're assuming also a Force ghost Luke Skywalker, she could possibly train others like Finn to become a Jedi in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. So why Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker should give us Jedi Finn? If there's one thing I can irrefutably say, the sequel trilogy has done better than any prior trilogy to the Skywalker saga, is giving the huge battles a huge sense of scale. I don't know about that, to be honest, but okay. Thanks to advances in technology, the franchise's success allowing for massive budgets, the sequel trilogy has made big battles feel even bigger. It's a shame that when Luke Skywalker sacrificed in The Last Jedi, that Rey just may be the last Jedi. Even one more lightsaber-wielding Jedi would make a huge difference in keeping the action over the top and exciting in what will surely become a huge showdown between the Resistance and the First Order. If Finn and Rey happen to split up again, it would be dope to see Finn able to use some lightsaber skills and maybe Force abilities to make a difference in the upcoming battle. Plus, it seems the main purpose of Rey taking the Jedi techs was so that she could carry on or possibly transform the Jedi Order to help restore balance to the universe. What good is that if she isn't training others in the ways of the Force? It only seems natural Rey would spend the time between The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker helping other Force sensitives enhance their abilities on top of developing her own. And before anyone can argue that Finn may not be Force sensitive, another big theme in the sequel trilogy seems to revolve around the fact that most everyone has access to the Force. Whether or not they're receptive to it comes down to training and potential of how receptive they are in honing that ability into some form of power. Leia was relatively powerless in Episode 4, but in Episode 8, her Force power saved her life. So why Finn needs to be a Jedi? The Star Wars franchise may be more about the Jedi, but it's an underestimate to say that the Jedi Order is a large part of why so many people were drawn to this franchise in the begin with. Lightsabers are cool, and using the Force is cool, so it should be no surprise that a mixture of these two could make a character cool. As mentioned earlier, the Jedi are at risk of dying out completely if something happens to Rey. Bad things have happened to main characters before, though I'd be lying if I said I really expected something awful to happen to Rey before the end of The Rise of Skywalker. In either case, logic would dictate that with the target she has on her back, she at least would attempt to pass on what she knows to someone else. Finn has been her pal since the first met on Jakku. Teaching him seems like a great option. From a franchise perspective, I think it's a great idea to give Finn an important role like Jedi. If only John Boyega are tied to the franchise. He's a talented actor, and while he may reach a point where Star Wars films aren't a priority in his career, his legacy as Finn may yet live on in other works like comics and animated shows. Finn is cool as a reformed stormtrooper who broke his conditioning, but he'd be even way cooler if he managed to be something even greater than that by the end of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Make him a Padawan, and let's show a grunt who used to serve the dark side how he can rise to much higher heights when working for the light side. So, do you think Finn should become a Jedi in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker? I would love to see Finn a Jedi. That's where I thought they were going with it in The Force Awakens. But now that we have The Last Jedi, and we have a lot of different stuff going on in the movie for The Rise of Skywalker, I think it's probably not the best idea. But I could see them maybe hinting at it, maybe at the end. Maybe kind of like how the broom boy at the end of Last Jedi, the broom comes to his hand kind of thing. Maybe something like that might happen with Finn by the end of The Rise of Skywalker. But I don't think they should go too much into it right away. I think if they were going that route, just have a hint of it at the ending of it. That way they can move on with Finn if they want to as a potential Jedi. But I don't know. I don't think they're going to go that way. I really don't. Which is kind of too bad because, like I said, I kind of was looking forward to that for Finn being a Jedi. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section. Let me know if you think Finn is going to be a Jedi, and let me know if you think he should be a Jedi. Alright? So as always, take care and have an awesome day.